Mr. Potato Head is no longer a Mr. Hasbro, the company that makes the potato-shaped plastic toy, has given the Spud a gender-neutral new name, Potato Head. The change will appear on boxes this year. 7.6 thousand quote tweets. Let's read the article. Wow, how cute. This photo provided by Hasbro shows the new Potato Head world. Mr. Potato Head is no longer a Mr. Yeah, Potato Head, diversity, etc., etc. Wow, what an article. Did this need to be an article? I feel like AP could have just tweeted this, but okay. Toy makers have been updating their classic brands to appeal to kids today. Barbie has shed its blonde image and now comes in multiple skin tones and body shapes. Thomas the Tank Engine added more girl characters, and American Girl is now selling a boy doll. True! That's what we needed, more male representation. Unironically, don't at me. Hasbro has said that Mr. Potato Head, which has been around for about 70 years, needed a modern makeover. Now, as much as I would love to just click on the quote tweets to that AP article and see the discourse, I have a feeling that I don't know. Maybe there are Nazis spamming gore in there. I don't know. I'm not saying I've seen that. I genuinely do not know. A lot of people have gotten really, really mad over this. And you know exactly what kind of anger we're talking about. First of all, I imagine about half of those quote tweets are people going, Hasbro? Did you just assume that company's gender? What about has folk? Or something like that, you know? That's probably about half the quote tweets, you know? That's probably about 50% of them. And then you have all of the Trump supporters talking about how this is the reason why Western civilization is dying. Hasbro be participating in the male genocide was one of the quote tweets I saw. Vosh, yeah, of course. Absolutely, of course, undeniably. Look, okay? I want to be perfectly clear about something because we get on this discourse train like every week, okay? First of all, and I want to make this perfectly clear so I'm not accused of engaging in apologetics, okay? I want to be perfectly clear about this. Wait, by the way, hold on. Wouldn't keeping Mr. Potato Head a Mr. be the real male genocide? Isn't the point of his character in the Toy Story movies that he's always being like broken apart and kind of like put down upon? Isn't making them gender neutral actually an improvement to the whole male disposability discourse or something? You know, now that I think about it, hold on, wait, having a wouldn't the conservatives like having a non-binary put upon character who's always getting broken up? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. What about Mrs. Potato Head? Was Mrs. Potato Head a thing outside of the movies? Probably, right? But I only ever heard about Mr. Potato Head, and in Mrs. Potato Head, it was always in the movies. Yeah, but probably not as popular. Whatever. Wait, I hope they're also, like, getting rid of Mrs. Potato Head. It would be kind of weird if they had the man and the woman, and then they made the man non-gendered, but then kept the woman. That would be a little weird. I actually don't know on that one. We'll keep up on the discourse, okay? Yeah, no men allowed, I guess. But anyway, I want to be really clear. I don't want to be accused of engaging in apologetics, okay? I want to be really, really clear about this. There's nothing wrong about this. Not even slightly. And anybody who's unironically mad about this, like, seriously, holy fuck, what are your priorities, man? Unironically, what are your priorities? What is going on in your head where this is something that you can summon the energy to get angry about? Look, it's not just that it's trivial, it's that it's utterly meaningless. What about Shu? All right, let's take a look. The daily is Shu having a bad take determinant. Okay, hold on. I see Shu's tweet. We're going to get to it in a second so we can maintain a cohesive narrative, okay? Hold on. So there's nothing wrong with gender-neutral potatoes. In fact, are potatoes not already gender-neutral? Right? Don't potatoes reproduce like by themselves? Potatoes don't need a seed. You just break off a piece of a potato and then more potatoes grow, right? Don't they, like, they do their own thing, right? Right? So yeah, they're vibing. They're doing their own thing, right? Yeah, they're a superfood. Potatoes, by the way, are unironically the best food in the world, okay? I don't care what the fuck you people say. Here, hot recipe tip right out the bat, okay? This one's free for all of you. I know you. I understand all of you, okay? You're queer. You like tasty food and the aesthetic of cooking, but you don't have the time or energy to actually cook. You're too stupid or poor to figure out how to assemble the necessary ingredients to make quick and easy food. Here's your solution. All you need, a fuck ton of potatoes, cheap, and an oven. I hope you have an oven. If you don't, I don't know if I can help you, okay? Here's what you do, all right? Get ready for it, okay? Okay? Ready? So here's what you do. You dice up the potatoes, about 1-inch cubes. Put them in a boiling pot of water, okay? Boil the potatoes. Add a little bit of salt until they're nice and soft. Mush them together. No other seasoning except for salt and pepper. Mushy potatoes, mashed potatoes even, okay? But you don't eat them yet. Don't eat them yet. Instead, now you have a gigantic pile of mashed potatoes. And if you ever want a tasty meal in the future, you take a dollop of them, kerplunk, you warm them up, microwave, doesn't matter, and then you bake them in the oven. You broil them, actually, right up next to the heater, right up next to the thing, okay? You broil them 5-10 minutes, you get this shell, this crisp right on top, and once you've done that, you add a little bit of butter, cheese, whatever you want, seasoning, and you fucking got it, okay? Double cooked potatoes, you mash, then you broil. Phenomenal. Unbelievably good. And you can prepare this easily, super easy to do, filling, and depending what you put on it, super delicious, okay? That one is for free, okay? But don't forget your seasoning, okay? You need the good seasoning, okay? It's you don't just want to eat, like, potatoes. Now, if you want, you can add butter in with the mashed potatoes, but I'm talking healthy, too. I mean, it's not necessary, you can... It's good. It's good and it's cheap. Now, let's move on. Stop! Let's move on. So, that's point number one. There's nothing wrong with NB potatoes. Second of all, here's the second point, okay? And I want to be really, really clear about this, okay? I want to be excessively clear about this for everyone's sake, all right? Please listen to me, okay? If you're a conservative and you're angry, you're furious about this or furious about any other woke corporation, doesn't go well with keto, I don't give a fuck about keto. I don't give a fuck about your weird trend diets, okay? Get the fuck out of here. Potatoes are eternal, all right? When the earth is scoured of humanity and there is no human left, keto will be gone, but the potato will survive, okay? From the potato's perspective, keto is but a trend, okay? A temporal, a brief and temporal flash in the night, all right? You are nothing compared to the potato. None of us are. If you're mad about this or any other woke corporation bullshit, please remember, I'll actually ask you guys, okay? Who was responsible for this decision? Was it woke, leftist, postmodern neo-Marxists, or was it capitalists trying to appeal to a broader market? A or B? Who did this? Come on. It's capitalists, you dumb fuck. Think lefties do this shit? You think trust me, if lefties controlled Hasbro, they would not end their advocacy with gender-neutral potatoes, okay? They'd be doing something a little more substantive with that, I imagine, okay? They'd be funneling Hasbro profits towards supplying, I don't know, arms to the Zapatistas, to the Rojavan people, okay? I don't know. They'd be doing some wacky shit. But right now, the IRA, I don't know. They'd be doing something. Gender-neutral potatoes, not the beginning and end of that, okay? If you have an issue with gender-neutral potatoes, please keep in mind that this is not... This is how the free market works. If you want to sell your product to a broader audience, you adapt to the times and you diversify the range of people who are interested in buying your product. And this is basically what Shuanhead is saying. The brands are now catering to NBs. Y'all made it. Welcome to the cringe. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. The cringe of like corporate performative wokeness, okay? And then Shu next tweets Mark Dice saying it's time for Republican states to secede. And then Shu says something here, but I'm not going to click on this because hearing a woman's voice will send me into a rage. So I don't want to do that. I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. So on one hand, it is nice, even like performative corporate wokeness can be helpful with regards to representation. But on the other hand, like, guys, lefties have been criticizing corporations doing what feels like the bare minimum for ages and ages and ages. This is like a really common thing, right? Corporations will put out some woke ad, or they'll like change something about their marketing, or they'll commit the anti-racist internal, something within their, they'll do something, and then some news story will come out where it turns out that they're all wearing Klan hoods when the lights are off, or they're going out there and they're like funneling money to armed groups in South America to slaughter union workers, or some shit like that, Like, that's the common narrative, right? That's the joke. It's performative. So just keep that in mind. This is essentially rage marketing. The clip adds to it. What could a woman add to anything? I'm sorry, I'm pouring it on too thick. I'm not sexist.
I love that with liberal shit, it's like, everything's problematic. And with conservative shit, it's like, everything's the end of the world.
Well, that's true. That was shoe on head. I know you couldn't see her face, but that was shoe on head. You could tell from the attempt at speaking English, whatever foreign dialect she has adopted. Yeah.